I didn't think this announcement would come in the middle of the 2021 Major League Baseball season. Obviously, Cleveland had to drop its last name. As a First Nation person, I found the name, not say deliberately racist, but didn't respect my ancestry and the ancestry of many Aboriginal people across North America, but neither here nor there, that's out the window. But instead of using a name of a storied franchise that was the precursor to Cleveland's, that name, they decided to go with the Guardians. Now, in Canada, Guardian's a drugstore. In Britain, Guardian is a major corporate newspaper. So I don't know if they were thinking this clearly. The word Guardians, you could do like a kind of a military motif or whatever. But I ask you a question. Everybody was lobbying for the team to be called this. Now, for those out there outside of Cleveland, never heard this before, this is totally serious. The original championship baseball team from Cleveland was called the Cleveland Spiders. And this team was so good, one of the greatest players of all time, some people consider the greatest ever, pound for pound, played for them for a while. Now, the Cleveland Spiders were an American pro baseball team, again, based in Cleveland, Ohio. They competed at the major league level from 87 to 99, first for 2 seasons as of the now defunct American Association, followed by 11 campaigns in the National League. Early names for the squad included the Forest Cities and the Blues. The name Spiders itself emerged early in the team's inaugural NL season of '89, owing to the new black and gray uniforms and the skinny, long-limbed look of many players, thereby evoking the spider arachnid. National League Park served as the team's home for its first 4 seasons until the opening of League Park in 1891. Amid 7 straight winning seasons under manager Patsy Tebow, the team finished second in the National League 3 times, 92, 95, and 96. While the Spiders never won the NL pennant, the club did win the 1895 Temple Cup, a 2-team league championship playoff predating the World Series. The Spiders bet that year's pennant winner, the Baltimore Orioles, unrelated to the modern franchise, 4 games to 1 in a best-of-7 series. 6 Spiders players were later inducted in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, including left fielder Jesse Burkett, and of course the phenom of phenoms, Cy Young. In 1899, owners Frank and Stanley Robinson purchased the second team, the bankrupt St. Louis NL franchise, and sent all of the Spiders' top talent to that club, including future Hall of Famers Young, Burkett, and Bobby Wallace. The resulting Spiders roster finished the 99 season 20-134, a record which remains the worst for a single season in Major League history. The Spiders were subsequently one of 4 teams contracted by the NL that year, partly in response to the Robinson brothers' actions, which effectively ended the Spiders franchise. The practice of syndicate ownership was later banned. Now, Spiders outfielder Louis Sockalakis played for the team during his final 3 seasons and is often credited as the first Native American to play pro ball. Now, the Cleveland Indians, major league successor to the Spiders in Cleveland, have long cited Sockalakis as inspiration for the team name, though that claim is disputed. Now, the Spiders were the 3rd professional baseball franchise based in Cleveland. The first team, Forest City, played from 1870 through 1872, was initially an independent team before joining the National Association of Professional Baseball Players for 2 seasons before disbanding. They were followed in 1879 by the city's first NL team, the Cleveland Blues, which folded after the '84 season. Now, after the '86 season, the Pittsburgh Alleghenies left the AA to join the National League. The AA, then considered a major league, chose the Cleveland group headed by Frank Robinson as an expansion team to begin play in 1887 over proposals from Kansas City and Detroit. Later, Robinson's brother Stanley was added to the ownership group. Initially, the team was known as the Forest Cities, drawing on the city's nickname and the nickname that had been used on the city's 2 previous professional baseball teams. The nickname Blues was also used again in reference to the team uniforms, and the Forest Cities were a weak team in their early years. Now, in '89, they moved to the NL and became known as the Spiders, reportedly after comments from a team executive assessing the players. Frank H. Brunel, this team executive who also doubled as a sports writer for the Plain Dealer, noted the combination of the team's new black and gray uniforms together with the sight of several skinny, long-limbed players. He joked that the team should be called Spiders, and the name stuck. The team started to improve in 1891, largely due to the signing of Cy Young. Now, the Spiders had their first day's success in 1892 when they finished 93-56, winning the second half by 3 games over Boston with a 53-22 record. Other than standout second baseman Cupid Childs, the Spiders had an unremarkable offense. Their success in 1892 was built on pitching. Cy Young was the NL's most dominant hurler, and 22-year-old George Cuppy had an outstanding rookie year. Following the season, a World Championship Series exhibition was played between Cleveland and first-half winner Boston Beanators, but the Spiders could only muster one tie in 6 games. Now, in 1895, the Spiders again finished second, this time to the equally rough-and-tumble Orioles. Young again led the league in wins, and speedy left fielder J.C. Burkett won the batting title with a .409 average. Now, the Spiders again won the Temple Cup, 80s postseason series between the first and second place teams in the NL. Amid fan rowdyism and garbage throwing, the Spiders won 4 or 5 games against Baltimore, including 2 by Cy Young. The 1895 title was a high mark for the franchise. The following season, Baltimore and Cleveland again finished first and second in the NL, but in the battle for the Temple Cup, the second-place Spiders were swept in 4 games. In 1897, despite a winning record, the franchise finished 5th, a season highlighted by Young throwing the first of 3 career no-hitters on September 18th. The Spiders again finished 5th in 1898. Now, the debacle of 1899, I don't want to go too much deep in it, because he also shifted a large number of Cleveland home games to the road for the season, as he had their opening day to St. Louis. Now, with a decimated roster, the Spiders made a wretched showing because of the transfer to St. Louis. Now, they finished 84 games behind the pennant-winning Brooklyn Superbass, and on 35 games behind the next to last 11th place Washington Senators. Their batting records were the worst in the league in runs, hits, doubles, triples, home runs, walks, stolen bases, on-base percentage, and slugging. Now, the Robinsons announced after buying the Perfectos they intended to run the Spiders as a sideshow, and Cleveland fans apparently took them at their word. The Spiders' first 16 home games drew a total of 3,200 fans, or an average of 200 fans per contest. Now, due to these meager attendance figures, the other 11 NL teams refused to come to League Park, as their cut of the revenue from ticket sales did not even begin to cover their hotel and travel costs. The Spiders were thus forced to play 85 of the remaining 93 games on the road. Counting the large number of home games that had been shifted to the road early in the season, they only played 42 home contests during the campaign, with only 8 after July 1st, and finished 9-33 at home and 11-101 on the road. Now, only 6,088 fans paid to attend Spiders home games in 1899 for a pitiful average of a mere 140 citizens per game in a 9,000-seat league park. Now, the 101 road losses in a major league record that will never be threatened, as current scheduling practice have teams play only a maximum of 81 away games. Now, the team's longest winning streak of the season was 2 contests, where they won back-to-back on May 20th and 21st. Now, Spiders' opponents scored 10 or more runs against them 49 times in 154 games, and pitchers Jim Yulee, who was 4-30, and Charlie Nepper, no relation to Bob, I don't think so, 4-22, died for the team league in wins. Now, the 62 Mets, who went 40-120, and the 2003 Tigers, who had 43-119, own the modern records in their respective leagues for the most losses, and thus draw frequent comparisons to the 1899 Spiders for futility, but in this case, futility was thrust upon them. Now, the Robinsons' decision to effectively reduce the Spiders to minor league status, along with other intra-league ratings such as that conducted by the Dodgers and to a lesser extent the Pirates, unwittingly helped pave the way to the National League's loss of its major league monopoly. The 12-plate Spiders were one of 4 teams contracted out of the NL at the end of the 1899 season. The others were the 11th-place Senators, the 9th-place New Louisville Colonels, and the bankrupt 4th-place Baltimore Orioles. The 1899 fiasco played a role in the major leagues, passing a rule which barred one person from owning controlling interests in 2 or more clubs. Now, the Robinsons sold the assets of the Spiders team to Charlie Summers and John Kilfoy in 1900. In 1900, the then minor American League, previously the Western League, fielded the team called the Cleveland Lakeshores. In 1901, after the American League declared Major League status, the team was called the Cleveland Blues and eventually the Cleveland Indians. Now, for years, the Cleveland Indians have claimed Spiders outfielder Louis Sockalakis as the inspiration for the team's name, which dates to 1915. He played 3 seasons for the Spiders from 97 to 99 and is often credited as the first Native American to play pro ball at the major league level. Now, during his time with the Spiders, the press often referred for the team as the Indians or Tebow's Indians. Now, the Cleveland Indians claim has been disputed. However, including in a 2012 Cleveland CNSA titled A Curse of Chief Wahoo, which argues the Indians organization has cited Sockalakis in part to justify continued use of the controversial team name, of course, been dropped over 2000-2001. Now, National Baseball Hall of Fame members from the Spiders: Jesse Burkett, George Davis, Bobby Wallace, John Clarkson, Buck Ewing, and Cy Young. And again, the Cy Young and Burkett have their ancestors have listed the Spiders as their primary team according to the Hall of Fame. So Cy Young, again, great success over the years. Let's put this in perspective, ladies and gentlemen. If Cy Young played with the Spiders and won all those games overall, why would you not call the team the Spiders in tribute to the greatest pitcher probably of all time? Cy Young's numbers will never be touched. 511 and 315, 2.63 earned run average, 2,803 strikeouts. Played for the Spiders, the St. Louis Perfectos and Cardinals, Boston Americans and Red Sox, Cleveland Naps, and the Boston Rustlers, and also a manager for the Boston Americans. Won the World Series, of course, 1903, Triple Crown winner for pitching in 01, 5 times wins leader, 2-time ERA leader, 2-time strikeout leader, perfect game in May 5th, 1904, 3 no-hitters, Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame, Cleveland Indians Hall of Fame, Major League Baseball All-Century team in hockey, again, a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1937 when only 76% of the vote, ladies and gentlemen. So, pretty bizarre. Anyway, Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland management, not say it's a major mistake, but they could have done much better, in my personal opinion. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's a long story and the legend of the Cleveland Spiders. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, or subscribe. Tell me what Cleveland should have been named. If you believe Indians should stay, that's your personal opinion, but I don't think so. Have a good day. Bye.